Yo, what's good, guys? So today I'm putting on the coilovers, cheap coilovers on the Subaru, so that way I can take off the management and sell the bags if they sell. And yeah, I'll show you the coilovers right now, and then after that you're gonna just see me doing it really quick. I'm not really gonna talk through it, I'm just gonna get it done. I'm going to probably, like I said, I'm just gonna do the front. I don't know if I said that already, but I'm gonna do the front and just save the back for another day, just so I can separate the big job. It's not that big, but you know, I don't know how tight these bolts are because they've been on there for like a year, and hopefully they're not like super seized. So yeah, you're gonna definitely see me doing it and probably scratch my head a few times because I'll be getting tight. Alright guys. Alright, so these are the cheap coils that I have for it. I know you guys know by the color. It's the max petting rods, I guess. They're on eBay for like less than like $400 or even cheaper than that. I have the other two here. They're not in the best condition, but they're gonna be on there and they feel good still, so why not? Monster trucking right now. So yeah, I'm amped to see this thing on like static with the same camber. So let's see how that goes. Here we go again with a corny watch me do it video. So before actually taking off the line, you have to obviously like take out the air from the bag to take the pressure out. So I'm just doing that now. Alright, so now that I took out the pressure from the actual bag, it's empty as you can see. You just push to connect and you take it right out. A little bit of air is gonna come out just because like there's always just like a little bit in there. So yeah, it's free. I just have to take out the bottom, the top bolts from the strut and then just replace it. Alright, so first bag is out. I just have to replace it with the coilover and just do the same thing on the other side after putting on all the bolts and putting back the wheel, lowering the jack, and then doing it on the other side. It's a little high still for my liking for the fitment, but I'm going to just adjust it another day. I'm just basically installing it now, but I added more camber from the bolts that I had on the bottom and on the top too, because I slotted those. It'll look pretty, but also I have to get the other side done, and eventually I need to take these zip ties off to run the airline back in so I can remove it. So yeah, that's how much camber there is now. I don't know if it's gonna stay like that, but we'll just try to like match the rear when I get in alignment, because it's stupid right now. I already took off the driver's side bag. I'm just waiting to get it done. I might get something to drink or something to eat because I'm starving. And maybe, yeah, fitment's gonna be trash for now, but I'm just going to basically show you guys how it looks at the end. I did add some camber up front, so stay tuned. So I just did the front camber and I put the coilovers on the front. It's a little too high for my liking, but for now I'm just gonna park it and just leave it like this for now. There's still on air in the back. Actually, it's not that bad, it's just a little bit more lower in the front and I'll be straight. It's much more camber. I think there's more camber than the back now, but I just need to get in alignment. Maybe it'll feel better and stuff like that. Like, I try to take the back off, but this is kind of seized, so I'm gonna try to see what I can do, or maybe heat up the bolt or something like that. So yeah, this is how it looks. It doesn't look crazy or anything like that. So yeah, it's not complete, but this is pretty much it, man. Like, it's the last time you're ever gonna see the Subaru aired out, unless I cave in and put it back together, which I won't. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. What's up, guys? So it's another day and I pretty much did the front suspension, so now I'm gonna do the rear suspension. I'm gonna try. The rear bottom bolt from the coilover was giving me a tough time. I guess it's just got frozen with the whole trailing arm, so I'm just gonna apply some heat with a torch that I got here. Shout out Marcos again. I'm just gonna apply some heat to it and see if I can actually get it to loosen up and pop it out so I can put the coilovers on, so I can make some room in the garage to put on the bag system onto the E36 hopefully this weekend. So yeah, just stay tuned. I'm gonna pull the car in right now. So I just got it in the garage right now. I just messed up the front bumper a little bit up there. Definitely needs a patch job or just a whole new fresh piece on the front bumper. Yeah, it's pretty slim, bro, with all that camber. I want to go lower. Alright, word, if hold on, let's check this fan on. So yeah.
Oh yeah, well that depends. So I like it when it's between 70 and 90.
Alright, cool. So sometimes I turn this fan on in here because, like, reversing the car in here with all like the carbon monoxide, right? Carbon, whatever the fuck that shit's called. I just don't want to like set off the alarms in here because it's done it before. So I just turned it on to just push it right out the door. Yeah, so I just got it in here. If you guys haven't really checked out the podcast yet, I definitely do that really soon. We're on our 6th episode, and yeah, dude, like you can get it on Spotify, you can get it on Apple Podcast, or you can even go on what's it called? Something Sprout, I forget. Let me see. Yeah, anyways, you can definitely look us up. You can even just Google Stance Bodega and it'll pop up. And we even have a website, stancebodega.com. Just hop right in there, and you can join here by clicking the button here, and you can even just start playing from right there, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoy the podcast so far, and we're definitely just gonna keep it up every week. So yeah, stay tuned. Got it free from the trailing arm. I had to heat it up like a mofo right there, and it kind of stayed stuck with the bag, the bottom bracket for the bag. So I have to now take it from the top off and then try to free that off of the car, so that way I can just get the coilover in and use the same bolt. But I'm telling you, dude, it was a B word. I had to like basically use this the whole time, and kind of got frustrated at the beginning. I thought it wasn't gonna get free, but I always remember the term that people say, like, get it super hot and red for it to free. Don't just like heat it up a little bit. So I recommend getting it like toasty hot. At least like sit on it with a torch for like 5 or 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Just do what you have to do to get it free. And yeah, so let me just start up at the top and take the air out of the bag and basically free the airline, so that way I can take off the 2 bolts and get the bag successfully out of the car and the coilover in. Alright, word. So this is basically the last time I'm gonna air out this thing, well, officially, because I'm sure you've seen it before earlier. We're at 0, boys. Word. So I already took off the rear bags in the car. It wasn't really a pain like I thought it was gonna be. Well, the second time around. So I just basically heated it up to the point that it was like super red. And then, yeah, just got in there and got them out. So here they are. Boom! So if anybody's ever interested in bagging their Legacy with some really good bags, these struts have no wear on them. They were on there for a year. The fronts are a little bit more dirty because it's the first part of the car that anything hits, I guess. So the backs are pretty clean. They're not seized at all. Like you can just see it via the video. They're not seized. I do got to get that bolt out for some reason. It's stuck in there, but that does not mess up the ride quality or anything like that. Top plates are pretty clean. I'm just gonna probably clean them before I send them out to anybody, whoever wants to buy it. Yeah, so just spread the word. They're AirTech struts. I think these are the version 2s because the first ones were another color. But yeah, they're double bellows up front and slim double bellows in the rear. They already have fittings on there. I do recommend what is this thing called? Like what's it called? The Teflon tape. I would re-Teflon and put on the same ones because they're still really good. I had no leaks whatsoever and they worked for me. So if you guys are interested, just holler at me. And just like that, the Legacy is no longer bagged. I just have to throw on each wheel and yeah, probably take this off and use another wood to throw it on the E36. Yeah, the other strut is on the other side over there for the rear. So I'll probably clean this up and probably paint it all black with some bed liner maybe, and get some new grommets because I lost that one. This one has a hole in it because this is where I ran the lines at. And I'm not sure when I'll have the E36 bagged, but and I also might take out some camber up front, just maybe like a degree or two, just because it's a force, bro, and I don't really want to lower the car. And I also have some door speakers. I have some audio pipes on the not audio pipe, I think it's PRV audio door speakers on the Legacy right now. I might just put the stock ones back on just because I'd rather keep them than get rid of the car with them. Besides, it just doesn't sound right without a sub in it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. All right, word. So I just finished putting on the coilovers and this is pretty much the fitment. I'm not too happy with it for now just because the camber is not even. So here it is. It looks good from the side, like as you get closer you can tell that there's way more camber up front, and yeah, it just doesn't look right in my opinion. You know what I mean? So as of now, it's just gonna stay like this until I can tidy up all the plastics and everything, and then go get an alignment, and I'm gonna move from there. Then I know exactly what I want to do with it, you know. So that wraps up that video. I really do appreciate you guys for watching again. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want, you guys can hit that post notification button so that way every time I post, you guys will be notified. Thanks, I appreciate it. All right.